All right, everyone. I thought we'd do a Cancer reading. A little, well, I don't want to call it a bonus reading, but kind of is. A little bit. A little something extra, if you will, on this. I just wanted to see, because Cancer is the hot spot of the connection cycle. It's the theme energy. I just want to see the status of your connection with whoever your main power player or whoever the new main power player might be in the soulmate cycle for you. So I asked the universe, I said, what's the status, the connections in this soulmate cycle? It's rooted around the Cancerian angle. I'm pulling it from the Cancerian angle because it's the theme energy. It's technically an all signs reading, but it's been a while since I've done a standalone Cancer reading that wasn't a monthly zodiac fly through, which I tend to do at a ground level. This is a flyover. This is very interesting here. All right, let's see where we go. Well, I've got a lot of love here. I've got the Queen of Cups, the most love I can pull from the deck, just on the surface energy. Bear with me before you make a face and go, I don't know about that. I get you. We'll go there. It's crossed by 3 swords, and there's 5 swords underneath it. Somebody's literally, somebody attached to you. I don't know who it is. It could be somebody from the past. It could be your original runner. It could be a new person. I don't know. Somebody you've had a soul, somebody who ran. Can we put it that way? Friend, family member, love, connection, whatever. Somebody is heartbroken that something didn't happen between you guys. That maybe what they feel was supposed to happen, or what they actually wanted to happen, but probably never told you about, or what didn't make very clear, didn't happen. Somebody's heartbroken that something didn't happen. It's a general reading. I've got to read it that way. I mean, on a one-on-one basis, I could probably pinpoint this for you. You know, I maybe can do it here too, strangely enough, because they're still there. I'll continue on. They're still there. Knight of Pentacles, still there. Deer in the fucking headlights. All right? The energies are still connected. I don't know if they're spying on you or not. It's not a spying energy, but their energy is still there. Heartbroken over either what happened or that something didn't happen is the way it plays out. All right? The truth, Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth, is that they're King of Wands, our Burger King energy. The energy, they got to have it their way. The energy they usually show up in, but it's showing up here because of the Four of Wands. The truth is they're still in the same position they were in before. So if they were married to an asshole or in a relationship with an asshole, they're still in a relationship with an asshole. If they're still, whatever reason they ran from you, they're still basically in either the same situation physically or the same mind frame, right? Mentally, right? They're still mental. Okay, can we put it that way? But so there's 2 separate pre-shuffles here. You know, take it for what it's worth. I will tell you, they're still there. So let's pull a reading. Let's do it. We're not gonna do a pyramid. We're gonna do one of my usual, you know, your connection, all that kind of stuff. We'll go through it. We'll see. We'll see where we go here. Been a while. I mean, Cancer readings used to keep me up at night when I first got out here. This one kind of is. This is kind of, I've been having some soulmate cycle related dreams again lately, which I haven't had in a while. You know, it's been spotty the last couple of years with it. You know, I think the cycle's sort of reawakening a bit, keeping me up. All right, there we go. First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? All right, now these cut cards back up the pre-shuffle a little bit, so it is what it is. 2 separate messages there. With down the middle, they're still there. Your energies are still connected. What that means is, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean about spying or anything like that. It's just, I mean, it might be. I don't know. But your energies are still connected. They're still a thing. Your connection is still a thing in the 5D. They're talking about it all over the universe, right? All the Piccolo gals are getting together. All the frequencies talking about it. Let's see where we go. Card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? Talk to me. Talk to me. 4 of Pentacles. We're here about something someone either held back from you, didn't tell you, or was afraid of. Somebody's fear. We're here because of somebody's fear. But it's a fear about giving something. It's a miser energy. So the miser's afraid to spend the money. It's not that they can't. They just keep it tied up in the mattress so that it doesn't go anywhere. They're afraid that if they start spending it, specifically, they're afraid that if they start spending it, then it'll go. Then they'll just keep spending it and spending and spending and spending and spending, and then it'll be all gone. That's one psychological angle of a miser. The other is they like the dollar amount that they have, and if they even spend $1, then they're below that, right? Like they like having $1,000,000, but if they spend $1, then they're not technically a millionaire, right? You see what I'm saying? So equating that to someone's emotions here, someone's afraid. We're here because someone's been afraid to talk to you because they're afraid they're going to say too much, all right? But I think too much is everything. I think they're just afraid to be vulnerable. We're here because of somebody's fear. So it sort of rounds out. It's like it's just fear everywhere, right? All kinds of fear. Fear that leads to other fear that connects to that fear. That fear. I mean, it's crazy. It's a whole daisy chain of fear. All right. What comes after the cut? See? What did I say? I just described to you the basic goes deeper, but the basic psychology of a miser. Person who stuffs their mattress full of money or saves a bunch of money, never spends anything, got a bajillion dollars, lives in a shack, rides a bicycle. You know, I mean, and it's an old ratty bike that they got for $20 at the swap meet. You know, I mean, it's this kind of energy here. Somebody's batshit crazy over, well, I know what I'm, you know, I'm still in the same position, but I'd love to still, you know, I mean, it's crazy. They're all jammed up. They're jamming themselves up, though. Okay? I think we've got some transformation coming. I think maybe something will happen. I don't know. There's a chance it would. But you need to know that they're still in the same position they were in before. And I don't know specifically what that means. It's a general reading. I'm shuffling for our reading here, in case you're wondering. You might be like, well, Steve, my person was married before, but I know they broke up. I know that. Yeah, I get that. But there might still be, you know, you can break up with somebody and still be with them, right? They can live rent free. You know, people, if we're in a long-term relationship with somebody, energies transform each other. People change in those energies. It's hard to get out of that energy, right? So, yeah, they may have left somebody for the one or two people out there that are like, ha, I got you, Steve, my person left. Now, maybe they did, but they're still tied up to it, you know. They're still, I said, they're mental. There's still a mental case about it, all right? So keep that in mind. Or that person, whoever that person is, or that thing that kept you two apart still has a pull on them, right? Still has influenced them. And we see that a lot with core programming. If it was childhood issues that they have that kept you apart, those stay with you. Some people never work them out. You know, I mean, a common age for therapists is people showing up between 45 and 55 to work out shit that happened in 4th grade. You know, it is what it is. Let's see where we go here. Let's do a reading. All right. I am done shuffling. You don't know what you don't know. That is the High Priestess, our overall energy. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's the 3D energy around this person. I said this is going to be an interesting reading. I like this. I like the energy that's here right now. I can pick up on it real easy. I like this. Energy around your connection. 3D energies around this person. What's going on in real life for them. Their soul is here. Hidden energy is here. Message from the fickle old gal universe. And she is fickle today, but she's chatty. It's read with the energy or connection usually, and this might be a message to you. I'm not sure yet. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will, and that is read with the 3D energies around this person, by the way. But this is your final outcome. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and I do plan to extend this one. I say plan. I could change my mind. It could all go to shit, but I don't think so. This is interesting to me. I want to take it deeper, if nothing else. You don't have to watch. But there'll be a couple of links at the top of the description if you want to watch. The High Priestess. What's fueling the High Priestess? The King of Swords. There's a truth you don't know. There's something you don't know. The overall energy. If there's something somebody's afraid to tell you. I get this all the time in the Cancer angle on this cycle. Somebody afraid to tell you something. Somebody's trying to save face. You know, trying to look cool and, you know, trying to look, I don't know. There's some hidden energy. I believe it's coming to the surface. I believe it's on the surface. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the overall energy here. It's on the surface. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's put this. We're going to clarify with the Light Seer, which I will tell you, randomly at the bottom has an Ace of Cups. I already knew that. I always admit when I already knew it, because when I don't, you know, I freak out. I'm like, oh my God, you know. I will tell you that when I first picked up this deck to shuffle for your pre-shuffle, it also had an Ace of Cups at the bottom. I don't know how that plays in, but so far you can count the fact that our reading started even before the pre-shuffle with a pair of Ace of Cups. Okay, could be a new beginning in love for each of you. It could be separately, it could be together. Again, we got to pull the reading, but I mean, let's see where we go here. All right. Woo. Okay. Energy around your connection. Let's get started. Let's do it. I try to get stuff on camera here. All right, there we go. Okay. Energy around your connection. What is it? Yeah, it's big. It's the Emperor. This DM energy. This is DM. Dumb mother. All right, this is DM energy. Somebody here, divine masculine side of this connection, the divine masculine side of this connection is active. The dick chakra's lit. They're pitching a tent. They thinking about this connection. They're obsessed with this connection. I don't have a devil here yet, but I might not. I don't know. I don't know if it's a bad obsession or a good obsession. Either way, the other side is lit. Could be why you're here. I say at the beginning of this, if you're here for a reason. All right? This could be why you're here. You might have said, you know what? I don't feel like watching a Steve's reading today. Oh, fuck it. I'll just watch it. There's nothing on. Right? I've seen this show before. We'll just put on a Steve reading. Right? This is why you're here. This person made you come here. It's that kind of an energy. It's really strong. It's probably why I'm here. This is probably what kept me up all night. Right? Was I pitching a tent? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think so. But anyway, your person seems real. They seem real handsome. It's a good-looking symmetrical tree. I mean, hey. All right, 3D energy around this person in real life. IRL, as the kids call it. Okay. We used to. I have no idea. I'm usually like 30 years behind what the kids are doing. I have no fucking clue. It's a 9 of Wands. It's like I was going to say none so blind as those who will not see, but it's not that. It's, imagine for your mind's eye, the best I can do is describe this. Imagine for your mind's eye somebody behind a fence, but there's like one of those wood fences with the little holes in them where there was a wood knot, but it fell out, and somebody like looking through it. Somebody's looking through to the other side. Somebody's seeing what else there is. So somebody in their life, the wall is still there, but there's a little hole, and they're looking through it. And they'll look at it, what else might be out there, right? And I think they like when all they can see, probably, based on that obsession energy, now I understand it, it's not necessarily a devil, is your connection. And that's why that energy is so strong. Okay, all right. Their soul. It bookends that. Let me take a peek. Yeah. The Knight of Wands. This is a bad energy. Don't relax. All right. This is not a great energy to have around the soul. It's not. Notice I didn't say in the soul. It's around it. It makes every emotion we feel makes us want to act on it. It creates an impulsive energy. This is what's responsible for impulsive behavior, and I think they're having a hard time controlling it, which is why I think they might show up in front of you. Which is why you needed to know that they're still in the same position, which ties with your monthly reading where I said you got to decide how much of this Ace of Cups you want to dump in. That's probably why we had double Ace of Cups before I started this reading when I first picked up these 2 decks. Wasn't that your final outcome in the monthly reading for October? Or it was somewhere in there. I don't know. I know there was an Ace of Cups somewhere, and I was talking about you got to decide how much of this you want to dump in, right? At some point, it becomes not worth it, right? And that's your decision to make. I don't know. But I think somebody might show up, but it's good for you to know that they're still in the same position. They have a hard time controlling their impulses. They always have, which explains, I'm going to start doing some of the lateral thinking for people. I mean, I don't know. From some of the tweets I'm seeing, some people tagging me, and some people are having trouble with it. So I'm going to help you out, which explains this having trouble controlling impulses, explains the 4 of Pentacles in the card before the cut with that fear, right? They're afraid they're going to say too much. Like the miser's afraid they're going to spend too much money if they start spending. If this person starts talking, they're very afraid they're going to talk too much. But they are having a hard time controlling it. They are definitely having a hard time controlling their impulses. Okay. That was very mild lateral thinking too. That was very, very. I'm going much deeper in my head. I'm like, whoa. I'm already 3 rabbit holes ahead of this reading, but I don't want to confuse things. Just what I've said is you can take it wherever you want to take it. All right. I'll just get you started. Message from the universe. I still don't know if this is for you or if it's about them. I don't. The Two of Wands. It's both in a way. That's why I wasn't sure. In relation to this Emperor, they're intent on coming around the other side of this fence, not just peeking through it. I believe there's a strong impulse. Anything we feel, when this kind of energy is in play around the souls, well, I don't like it. Anything we feel, we just act impulsively. We do it. This is like the worst energy if you're a dieter. You walk past the brownie shop or the bakery, you're going to get the whole sheet. I'm sorry, you just want one brownie? No, I want the sheet, right? You buy the whole thing, all of it. They can close the shop after you leave. It's done. We've already earned what we earn in a day. This person came in, spent $3,000. We could shut it down, right? So then you go home with $3,000 worth of brownies, right? With this kind of energy. Well, you're the brownie in that analogy, and somebody here wants $3,000 of you. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but for you, I think you may have a problem because you may have already made other plans. Maybe a lot of time has passed with this person, or you may get an opportunity to make other plans with a new love that might be showing up. I don't know. I just feel like on your side of this, it's a problem. It's somebody making plans to come see you, but, it's sort of like the selfishness that surrounds someone who wants to talk about it. You have a problem with somebody, let's say, and someone approaches you to come talk about it because they want to talk about it. It takes two to tango. If it's not something you're ready to face, it's rather selfish of them to push it on you, sort of a thing. I'm not saying that's what this person's doing, but that's the way their intent to come towards you feels. It feels like it's one-sided. One side wants to go left, the other side wants to come towards you, and you're the side going left. Right? I don't know. Take it for what it's worth. We'll see more when we clarify. Potential final outcome. It's Redwood peeping through the hole here, peeking through the fence. It's your final outcome. I get it. It's communication. It's the biggest card of communication for me. 3 of Cups. This person might ask you out. This person might show up. This person, you at the very least, this is your final outcome. This can be internally. Maybe this person has to keep their distance because they're still in the same position. So don't shut the fucking reading off and chuck your phone against the wall. This guy's shit before you let me finish. All right, it's a general reading for thousands of people. All right, you ever tried giving advice to 1,000 fucking people before? How about 8,000? How about 10,000? Right? So either this person shows up, they come out from behind the wall, and you have a very deep heart-to-heart conversation with them. I mean, this is on crack, all right? Very deep. You tell them exactly how you feel, and you have to, And they tell you. It's two-way, no doubt. Very, a lot of clarity here on some things, on some truths that we've been unclear on. Or they can't come out from behind the wall because, like I said before, from the pre-shuffle, they're still in the same position they were in before, either trapped in an energy or trapped with a group of people or trapped or whatever. And for some reason, you work this all out yourself, all by yourself. There's a moment where you just have a day. I don't know what it is. I call it the day on the hill because one of my favorite meditative spots where I sit and contemplate things is on a hill, right? So it looks out over the ocean. It's really nice. Maybe this is I'm just going to name this. You have an on the hill day, right? And you work this all out. You're able to read that. There's a day that shows up very soon where you're able to read this connection better than any energy reader. It just comes in crystal clear, like the cable company came and hooked it up and gave you the channel to it. I mean, it's just crystal clear. Or hopefully it's not the cable company. It'll cut out on you halfway through your thinking. But anyway, whatever. Whoever's got reliable FiOS, I don't know. I don't know what the kids are doing these days. I get my internet through dial-up like everybody should. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Anyway, imagine trying to upload one of these videos on dial-up. Holy shit, you're like 2 gigs a piece. I mean, it's crazy. Even if they were 200 megs. Anyway, my point. So it could go either way. What do I think? I think for most of you, this is face-to-face communication. I think for most of you it is. I think this truth, because of this King of Swords and this, I think it's coming to the surface. It's either coming to the surface with you face-to-face or with you having a day on the hill, like I just said. All right? Anyway. All right, let's go. Let's clarify. Say goodbye to that Ace of Cups. It's a new beginning in love somehow. Because if you clear this up, whatever's going on with you and this person, whether you clear it up with them or internally, right, it allows you to move on. It allows you to make these plans and move forward. You don't want to take any baggage with you into new relationships, right? I know I used to have a lot of relationships. I went out with quite a few girls. I had some girlfriends, and the one thing I fucking hated was somebody showing up with some shit that's some whining all the time about what some other guy did. It's annoying. I mean, it's okay in the beginning. I'll help you out. I'll talk to you about it. But I don't want to hear about it every week. I don't want to hear, oh, Ron never cooked for me. This is true. Okay, well, Ron's a fucker. Stop talking about Ron. All right? I'm not Ron. All right? We having bacon. Sit down. Okay, I'm just saying. This is good. This is a very nice energy. Very auspicious for you. Good omen. Good shit. All right, let's go. Let's talk about the Emperor. Very strong Emperor energy here. Very powerful. Whether it's positive or negative, good or bad, no new person wants to hear what the old person did. It doesn't, they don't care. It just grates on you after a while. It's okay in the beginning. You'll put up with a lot of shit in the beginning. But after a while, you're just like, fuck it. Good Lord. Why don't you go back to Ron then? Right? Here we go. Emperor. Why is it here? Phew! See that? They just flip. I don't know if you saw it because of this stupid new setting the kids put on the camera. Right? Used to be a lot wider this way. Now I'm all crammed in here because we got to have HD, Steve. No, we don't. It's a fucking tarot reading. Queen of Cups, the Hangman, and Judgment. I mean, what did I say? Rewind. What did I say? I said this is a powerful Emperor. Yeah, this is probably the Emperor that kept me up all night. It's probably the damn Emperor why I'm here. Oh, and you want to see? Oh, look. There's the obsession, but it's okay. It's just surface energy obsession. I was right. I'm making this shit up. I don't know why I'm your second favorite. I have no fucking idea. I'm nobody's second favorite offline, but online, fuck it. Right. Yeah, this person, your connection has resurrected big time in this person's heart, mind, soul, dick chakra, foot chakra, finger chakra. I mean, you name it. Every chakra, all the chakras, right? And there's hundreds of them, by the way, not just the 7 that we tend to focus on. I mean, there actually probably is a dick chakra. It's just not called the dick chakra, I'm sure. Anyway, my point is, there's a lot of love here. It's all come to the surface. There's my Queen of Cups. Again, somebody here, I said, what did I say in the pre-shuffle around the Queen of Cups? I said somebody's heartbroken that something didn't happen here. This is why. I mean, it's crazy town. It's resurrected big time. I mean, unreal. Somebody got a whole new perspective on their feelings here on the other side. Whole new. And it's, again, they still stuck in the same energy they were stuck in, but they're obsessed with your connection. And very upset, what I said in the pre-shuffle, that nothing happened here. Okay. Resurrected, big time. There's the devil I predicted. Although I said it's not devil energy, it's not. The devil and the Queen of Wands came out together. So it's just a surface. It's devilish. Okay? It's devilish. All right? It's about as evil as a deviled egg. All right, we'll put it that way. All right, let's go. Let's go. 9 of Wands. I suppose if you're on a diet, a deviled egg is evil. All right, here we go. 9 of Wands. So they're peeking through a fence here. That's wild. I love it when shit like that happens. All right. Let's go. 9 of Wands. Why is it here? It's crossed by the King of Swords. Why is that important? King of Swords, red with our High Priestess, the overall energy. They're thinking about it. Can I just phrase it that way? They're looking through that hole in the fence. All they can see is this. That's the obsession energy, right? They're thinking about it. They know what they want to say. But they're afraid if they stand up and say it, they're going to say too much. But then you've got this. This energy flows from here to here. It creates an impulsive behavior. This is the person that just bought $3,000 worth of brownies from a bakery. You just need to go in and get one. No. This energy makes you buy the whole sheet when it's here. It's hard to control. They can't control themselves when it comes to your connection. And at the moment, I think it's relit. Again, resurrected with the judgment crossing there big time. What's on top? The world. I said it's very auspicious energy. It is for you. These are red with your final outcome, so these apply to you as well in an equal and opposite sort of reaction. But somebody here is peeking at the other side. What did I say? Rewind. I don't know why I'm your third favorite. Peeking through a hole in the fence to see what's on the other side. See what the other side is like. See what life on the other side is like. Didn't they have some little cartoon movie, Over the Hedge or something like that? This is their over the hedge moment. You know, I mean, they're looking at another world. They're seeing how the other side lives on the other, and becoming more and more obsessed with it as they do, because the love starts opening up, and then they feel really bad about what happened. Somebody's heartbroken over what happened, and I know you don't think they are, but they are. Energies creep up on you. Think about it this way. If I'm to give you a 3D example, we've all gone through life, and people have popped in our head for no reason and made us feel a certain way. You know, everybody has this one recurring moment maybe from way in the past that makes them feel a certain way, right? I mean, I get this little blue jay in my head sometimes, and it makes me tear up. It drives me crazy. I was target shooting when I was a kid with my pellet gun, and I had a ricochet go off, and it hit a blue jay. And I still, to this day, I mean, I was like 10. I still, to this day, feel for that little guy. I mean, it must have hurt like a son of a bitch. And I mean, you know, it just comes back. Energies pop back, and then I'll go years where I don't think about it. You know, this is that kind of a thing. Even in the soulmate cycle, people think about things. This person feels the same way about you that I felt about that little blue jay. All right, what's going on here with the world? See? Oh God, I can't believe it ricocheted. Oh, that poor little guy. Right? There it is. It's right there. You know, somebody's looking on the other side at how the other side lives and going, well, what the fuck is wrong with my life? What have I done? Look at, they're seeing all the ways they've sabotaged themselves, all the ways that whatever should have happened between you two could have happened. It's just, the cards are flowing out. I don't need them, but better you see the energy flowing out. And don't come at me and go, I don't even have contact with my person. What did I say? You think I have contact with that blue jay? No, I don't. Energies come back. They don't go away. Shit doesn't go away. We seem to think we can, energy and matter in science are interchangeable words. It cannot be created or destroyed kind of principle. We don't. They transform, sure, you know, transmute, sure, but they don't go away. You're not just like, I'll never think about that again. I bet you will. You know, somebody here is really feeling it. That's why I'm here doing this reading. Why would I ask the specific question, where are we at with this connection here? I mean, it was very specific when I shuffled on it. And we're getting a very specific reading. As specific as I can get for 10,000 people. But you catch my drift. Okay, so here we go. Our $3,000 brownie purchase, shutting down the bakery for the day. Knight of Wands in the soul. Very, very antsy. Not antsy. Trouble with impulse control. And I think that's what they're afraid of. Like I said, ties back to the Four of Pentacles. I think that's what they're afraid of. That they're going to say too much. But now they're looking and realizing they've said too little. And look where we are. Look at what happens. Right? Knight of Wands, why is that here? Ten of Swords. Somebody's trying to shut this down. No, I know you want me to say tens are the end. No, Steve, Ten of Swords is good. Tens are the end and dead end to lead to a new beginning. And you had an Ace of Swords in the pre-shuffle. Oh, God, I hope you lateral think that well. Awesome. Good for you for keeping track of the reading as much as I have to in my head. Write it down if you need to. It all ties together. Everything is energy and everything is connected. I don't say that just because I like talking. Yeah, I get it. I know you want me to say that. None of that's the case. You can believe that if you want. Knock yourself out. Somebody's trying to shut this down. All right? I don't think they can, but it keeps resurrecting itself. But somebody's trying to shut it down. Somebody's trying to just think about. I do. Using my blue jay, my little blue jay as an example, I try to shut it down when it comes in. I can't. It's an energy that needs to play out. And then it just goes away. It dissipates. That might happen here. That might be why they never come out from behind the wall. But you get a day on the hill where you work it all out. It's possible. Or it's possible they come towards you. I feel more physical conversation here. But it doesn't have to be. All right, what's on top? Just being honest with you. Six of Swords. It feels like it. Six of Cups. It's what I just said. When I think about that blue jay, it doesn't just go away because I want it to. Stop it. Make it go away. Even stop it doesn't work. It's an energy that needs to be there. Right? I learned something from it. I learned to put up shielding when I target shoot. But, I mean, somebody here, they're not shutting it down. It just keeps coming. Right? And they want to. It's something from the past. They're thinking about one specific thing that happened. Well, that makes sense, right? It makes sense because of the pre-shuffle where I said they're heartbroken over something that happened or didn't happen that was supposed to happen or that they would have liked to have happened. It all ties to the pre-shuffle. Why is that here? Six of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. This person, I don't know why that's coming out in the soul position. I'm a little curious. Yeah. Well, I guess I could think. I think so. I think I understand why. This person in the beginning, way back with you, I've said it before. They prejudged you on some level. Yeah, that's true. But they thought they were above you on some level. I think they felt that way. They thought they had it going on, and it's hard to find out that you're wrong. Whenever we aren't above anybody. I don't care if y'all watching me and you got like $3 billion in the bank, right? And then there's some homeless guy watching me from his car on a little phone, right? Who doesn't have anything. I mean, maybe lives in his car or something. I don't know. Nobody above anybody, you know. And there's in many ways I can list. That guy living in the car has it better than the billionaire, you know. Most of the rich people I know, the uber rich, they're stressed out. It creates a stress because you're afraid to lose it all. You know, when you get to the top of the hill, it gets a little scary. You could be pushed off pretty easily, and it's a long way down. You know, there's nowhere to fall. There's really nothing to lose living in your car. I mean, it's a pretty easy life if you think about it. As long as you got a little money for some food and gas, I guess you're good. Parking tickets, occasionally, I suppose. It's hard to see. It's hard for this person to find out. They're figuring out right now. That's probably why this Emperor energy is so strong. That they weren't better than you. Actually had it going on more than they did. Even if this person is higher up in material type things than you had it going on better than they did. All right. I think they're realizing that in this energy, and I think that's another reason we're here, and I think that's another reason this devil came out. Okay. It's the obsession energy. It's very surface, but it is. Somebody's obsessed with love that they should have expressed. Something that they should have said. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. All right. Let's pull on Two of Wands. I'm explaining it the best I can. I could go a lot deeper, but I don't want to confuse. And I think that's enough. I think you could take it. You could take it further if you want to. All right. Take it as it resonates, and then keep asking why, and you keep going down rabbit holes. Why? All right. All right, let's go. Two of Wands, why is it here? Let's talk about it. But you definitely, one way or another, even if this person comes in, you've still got a day on the hill coming. And good for you. Those are good days. You get a lot sorted out. Life changes after the day on the hill. All right, here we go. And if you don't know what I mean by that little phrase, you probably fast forwarded. And that's what happens. You're better off watching one of my readings because I'm just reading energy. You know, there's a lot that goes on in the in-between Steve Love Tarot reading. It's not about the cards. I'm not a card reader. You know, fucking I mean, it says tarot, but that's just a key word, right? What am I supposed to say? Velvet table reader? I mean, that doesn't really do anything, So, I mean, you're better off watching me on 2x speed. Just click your little options and speed set and go to 2x. I'm funnier anyway, right? I sound like some sort of cartoon character, like Deputy Dog on crack or something, I mean, whatever. At least then you won't miss anything. Why is the Two of Wands? Okay, why is the Two of Wands here? I get it. It's my King of Swords again. It ties over here. Somebody's got to do, they feel like they've got to do something about this. It's my King of Action. What's on top? The Four of Cups. All right, that's one side. Yeah, okay. That would be red technically with the Queen of Cups. I think you're both a little disappointed here. I think on their side, reading them, it's this card could sum up this whole reading. Somebody missed the rainbow that was right in front of them. I mean, there's a little bit of that. I think on your side, their approach creates this energy for you. It might be a little too late. It could be. But either way, take the opportunity to work something out. It may not be. Doesn't have to be. But, I mean, this could just be you feeling the same way. Steve, I agree with your pre-shuffle. I wish something had happened here. I get you. Either way, take the opportunity to work something out. Why is the Four of Cups here? The Sun. That would be technically red with the Hangman, which is all on top of the Emperor, which is all tied to this surface energy of obsession about all of this, and obsession about the pre-shuffle and what we talked about there, and the cut card, for the cut especially, the Four of Pentacles, all of that. I think it ties over here in a big way to what I said, where somebody thought they were above you. I think somebody here thought that love was a waste of time at some point. They have a new perspective on that now. Now they realize some things. They got a lot of clarity. This person, this Emperor, has a lot of clarity. I think you need some. And I think you have the potential to get it. So you should let it happen, even if you feel like that if they show up. Okay? Three of Cups. But this person, this energy is very clear. I get it. Oh, I get it. It is very clear. Which is good. At least they've learned that lesson. They certainly don't like what they're seeing on the other side of the fence, when they look at this connection. This reading's all about a hidden truth. Somebody saying stuff they didn't say, or doing stuff they didn't do, or figuring out stuff they didn't figure out. I don't know. Hidden energies coming to the surface is what this reading is all about. Final outcome, Three of Cups. Let's go. So I've explained the two sides of this to you. All right? Also have a Sun here. There's the potential for clarity. Even if you feel like this, allow this Sun to happen, because it's here in your final outcome. See? All right? It's just like that. All right, here we go. I'll give you some clarity in my reading. Well, how did he know that? Well, they all link together. You got to look at what's on the card, right? It's nice. Very nice. The perched birds. Hopefully not in the way of my target shooting, Pellet guns always ricochet. Oh, they always do. I'll tell you. All right, here we go. Here we go. After that incident, we started shooting at hay bales as a backdrop. But up until that incident, it was a rock wall, which probably wasn't real smart. But hey, I was 10. I think I was 10. Might have been 9. Why is the Three of Cups here? What's the potential final outcome? Wow, come on. How much shuffling do you want me to do? Yeah. Six of Wands. You figure it out, or you get what you want. There's a victory here, if you want it. Or you can tell them to fuck off. Or you could say, no, it's too much work to fix these Three Cups. It's just, you can say that too, like I said in your monthly reading. The universe is saying there's a victory to be had here. Eight of Swords. As long as you don't overthink things. Careful about overthinking. Whatever this conversation is, whatever your day on the hill is, right? If it's by yourself and they don't show up. Whatever it is, don't let yourself get trapped by anything. When you go down rabbit holes, when you ask why, and you go down a rabbit hole. You got to keep walking. That's the secret to a rabbit hole. You're not going to stop for each thing and figure each thing out and then keep going. All right? You get more questions. A lot of times traveling down rabbit holes leaves you with more questions than you started with. That's fine. Write down the fucking questions. That's where you get the questions. You start asking the right questions, you start getting the right answers. Most people's problem is they don't ask the right questions. All right, let's go. Rabbit holes. Say asking why and then seeing where it takes you, digging deep into your feelings. Allows you to get the right question. What's on top? The lovers. See what I'm saying? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I said earlier, I did rewind. I know I'm your second favorite, but I did earlier rewind. I said it's very auspicious energy for you. I pulled the auspicious card. This is read with this. This is all very good for you. Someone you've been separated from, you have a potential to get much, much closer to at the very least. I think the decision's already been made by the universe. I think that's why you're getting it like this. The universe is waving clarity in front of you here a little bit. And them, too. You know, again, I say in the beginning of these readings, I can't predict free will. Nobody can. I can't predict theirs either. You know, so I mean, I'm talking to you, so I got a shot at maybe trying to show you, hey, it's worth fixing those three things. It's worth it for you. But for them, I mean, this energy might be prone to just stay like this. I mean, look at their choice in jackets, for God's. I mean, I don't know. Why is the lovers here? Obviously, they don't make good choices. Why is the lovers here? Eight of Wands. Biggest card of communication for me, I said when this fell, it is, because it's bigger than the Eight of Wands, minor arcana, because it's flow of emotion. 3, a very powerful energy in the universe. And then I get the Eight of Wands. You know, I always get somebody who doesn't believe me. No, Steve, I need to see the Eight of Wands. I've had someone say that to me once. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Okay. You can believe whatever you want to believe. Just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean it's not true. Okay? I mean, I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. I know in our society today, it's my way or the highway. I'm always right. But here's your fucking Eight of Wands. You happy? There it is. 8 Wands. There's a good chance this person, when they get in this energy, because of this impulsive, trouble-controlling impulse energy here, you know, comes and talks to you. Probably shows up with a $3,000 sheet of brownies. I mean, as far as I can tell. There's communication here, no doubt. And I've got 2 cards that want to come out. I've got Temperance and a Tower. There's a chance for a new beginning. I think if you put your listening ears on, you hear something you didn't know. And I say that because this whole reading is about something somebody didn't say. It's less about what they didn't do and more about what they didn't say, I believe. All right? You get a look at somebody's, also, the sword's about thoughts. You get a look at somebody's inner thoughts. Okay? If you play your cards right, maybe their inner thigh. I mean, honestly, you can go either way. We could take TH words all day long here. But at the end of the day, this is really good. This is a new beginning, probably for you. The energy is there. The energy around us provides opportunity. We always have our free will to not take that opportunity. The opportunity, just like that old blue jay flowing in my head, you know, every once in a while, out of nowhere, I'll think about that little guy and remember, go back to that moment, exactly how I felt in that moment. For whatever reason. There's usually a reason that it happens. It's to alert me to something going on around me, you know, but whatever. Sometimes the energy flows in. Don't try to block it when the energy of this connection flows in for you. Don't try to block it if that person from this connection comes in for you, okay? You'd be better off letting this energy flow through. You'll see why it was worth fixing these cups, you know, afterward. It'll be abundantly clear, believe me. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. We'll go pull some wicked voodoo. I said I plan to extend it, and I do. I got a devil. I got your connection. I got an emperor. Let's see if we got an empress somewhere. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. I don't know. But this is powerful shit. I'd like to point out that the majority of your final outcome, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards here. You know, we don't count the overall energy or the environmental energy. There's 5 cards here, right? And 1, 2, 3 of them are major arcana. That's a big deal. The universe is helping you out here. It definitely is. God, source, the universe is on your side for sure. Let's go. All right, where are we at? Give me 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. What do we get? Every time I say that, all these years, every time I say that, give me 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card, I think of a crossing guard at school. It always pops in my head, you know, the person with the little stop sign, and you have to stop or run them over. It's your free will, you know. I mean, don't hit the kids, but, you know. At the end of the day, I always think of that person. And whenever I say that, I don't know why. Maybe somebody watching is one of those crossing guards. I hope you don't get hit. I was just kidding. You know, stop means stop, just like no means no. Okay. All right, here we go. Tell you what, I don't know the shit that goes through my head. It's 8 swords coming back. It's temperance coming back, because temperance is right here in the bridging energy of your final outcome. Temperance. And 10 of Pentacles. And what did I say about getting an Empress? Let's see if we got an Empress somewhere. I got an Emperor. Yeah, there it is. There's your Empress. Again, I don't know why I'm your 4th favorite. I can't even believe I slipped in this reading 2 spots. Fucking hell. What did I do? All right. Can I paraphrase this for you? Do I have to go through every card here? It's what I just got done saying. I talk while I shuffle the stuff I say. I'm reading energy. It's what I said about the blue jay. When the blue jay rolls in, when I start feeling that, and I picture that little guy, I let it flow, because I always find out later that it happened for a reason. Don't question too much what's going on here. This Empress energy is extremely important, and I believe I had a reading recently. Was it the energy weather update from yesterday, where I said your output energy is this Empress energy. Just your presence fixes problems and solves things. Your output energy right now is attracting energies that fix your life, that create this rainbow, that create that rainbow. Don't react this way, right? See her? I'm giving you that picture, even though it's a 4 of Cups, because of that picture. Her reaction to the rainbow. Don't react this way, which is shown here, to the potential, to whatever shows up. Just let it flow. What's under the Empress? The moon. Because you don't know what you don't know. And I think I started by saying that around this hidden energy, the overall energy. All right. I believe, for some reason, I'm just going to say this to you. It's not about them, I know, or your connection, although I think the universe is trying to help your connection a little bit. I think you're very well protected right now. I think you're being helped. I think you're being guided. Don't freak out if things go bad. Sometimes, like medicine, right? Sometimes when you when you take some medicine, it makes you feel worse than before you took it. Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. If things start going wrong, if you start having random bad luck, Steve, everything's going wrong. My car blew up, my toaster blew up, my computer blew up. You know, what the hell? You know, it's all, just try to stay out of this, all right? Try to have faith that the universe has your back. And I think I said that to you in a recent reading. It's definitely coming up again here, okay? I think you're very protected, more than you realize. Doesn't mean you can go out there and be stupid, right? Try to jump off a roof. I bet I could fly. I bet I'll be fine. No, you won't. You're going to end up in the ER, all right? But you are very emotionally protected here. You're trying to get, I don't think you're trying to have your path realigned. I think it feels to me like the energy around you is trying to give you something you've wanted, or that I hate using the word deserve, but almost that you deserve in a way. You got, somewhere along the line, you got cheated out of something. And the universe is correcting. It often does that. It corrects. And I've given many examples of that in the past. I'm not going to go into in this universe, Michael J. Fox plays Marty McFly's speech, because I've done that enough. You've heard that. But in this universe, he does. You know, the universe does correct things when things go wrong. And I think you got cheated out of this, whatever this is, at some point. And I think the universe is trying to give it to you, or give you something similar, something close. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, there's probably a couple of links at the top of the description. I do, because now I got a devil and an emperor and an empress, and that's worth throwing on. And I still got a shit ton of hidden energy here between the high priestess and the moon. And I got 2 Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of love here. All right. That's your reading. Good luck.